Hi guys. So I'm so sorry that I can't be there for the event, but of course I have to support my girl Sherry, and Yvonne and everyone else who's going to be at the event tonight. So my name is Jameer Hayward, and I'm the founder and CEO of Building Safer Communities LLC, which is a for-profit organization, and I provide prevention, intervention, education, and training services. Um, and happy birthday to Anna. Okay. So I think the first question is, what are some negative comments you've been told about yourself that you've accepted as truth, and how do you change your mindset from believing these statements? So I think one pivotal moment in my life is when I was in elementary school, and I had an elementary school teacher tell me that I would never amount to anything, and I was like this stupid little kid. Boy, did that hurt my heart. And at that young age, you really internalize that type of stuff, and it's hard to believe anything different. So of course, I took the information home to my mom. And she was like the root of my support system at that time, and she really expressed to me that I was smart, I was pretty, and I can't believe everything that someone else says to me. The other thing I think that helped me was, as I got older, I had to learn how to look at myself and view myself as beautiful. Because anybody can tell you that you're beautiful, but you have to believe that within yourself. So I think a lot of self-reflection helped me to become the person that I am today. Okay, so the second question is, what are some unfavorable traits or truths you've had to accept about yourself in order to overcome or work on them? Were they truly unfavorable truths or traits of you, or were they traits that others placed on you that were unfavorable? So I try to be reasonable, right? So some people can come to me and tell me, listen, this is what I've observed. If it's valid, then yes, I'll be gun ho and working on it. But then you also have to be mindful of those who just come to you and just say any and everything because of envy and jealousy. If you sense that, and I believe a lot in kinetic energy. If you sense that it's not coming from the right place, then second guess it. But if the person is telling you, you need to work on your attitude, and they're really, it's really valid, then I would say you need to look deep into yourself, because you want to be a better you. And that's the way to become a better you, by taking feedback and observation from people who are creditable. So number 3 is, what are some of the different levels of acceptance one must consider? What are some tools to guide one into acceptance? Again, if things are valid and you see that there are areas in your life that you need to work on, you have to accept that first. You can't stay in a minimizing, denying, and blaming stage, because if you do, then you're never going to grow. Okay, number 4, how does one accept self-love? How do you accept love from others? Wow. Self-reflection is one of my top priorities, and is done on a daily basis. I'm now 36 years old, and I still don't know everything about myself. So I had to learn, what I will and will not accept, what I'm worthy of, the level of respect that I would like to give and receive. So again, that comes with being true to yourself, knowing what you need to work on, and actually just working on it, accepting that you need to work on it. It doesn't mean that you have to go out to everyone and say, okay, this is my problem. No, it is an issue. It needs to be worked on. And once it's worked on, you need to be, I'm looking for the right word. You need to accept it within yourself that you've worked on it, and you don't have anything else to prove after that. Number 5, how do you accept past mistakes, and how do you grow from them? So I think mistakes are used as a stepping stone. Okay. And in order for you to be successful, you have to make some mistakes, because it tells you what you need not to do, and probably what you should do moving forward. And that's what makes you stronger. And it builds stability in your foundation in whatever you're trying to do, not only with business, but with family, working with others, etc. Okay. The next question, I think this is number 6. How do you accept constructive criticism, and how do we know the difference between constructive criticism and destructive criticism? So from my personal perspective, I don't believe in criticisms at all because it's almost always taken negatively. That word just has this stereotypical backlash. So what I would say is I do take feedback, and I do take observation from other people. Again, if it's valid and I know, because we know ourselves. So if I know it's something I need to work on and someone is pulling me on it, it's only going to make me a better me. So I respect it wholeheartedly. But I would never go to someone and say, hey, I need to criticize you about something, because they're going to look at me like, wait, the defense mechanisms almost always arise. So you don't want, when you're giving someone an observation, when you're giving someone feedback about something, you want it to be a soft blow, so you can get exactly what you need from that person, and they can also learn from your experience and get what they need. You don't need anything to stagnate the process. So number 7, how does one accept themselves and their situation without being comfortable in settling? And what is the difference between acceptance and settling? So I'll go back to a past situation. I was homeless, and I think I spoke about that on at one of Shari's events. And I had to accept the fact that I was homeless in order to move forward and be a better me. And I had my daughter at the time, and she needed more of my strength. So I did accept the fact that I was homeless, but I didn't settle in it. Because if I settled in the fact that I was homeless and really didn't have that much support at that time, I don't think I could have been the person that I am today. I don't think I would be as mentally strong in settling in a situation. And the sky is the limit. Whatever it takes for you to reach self-actualization, I would say go for it, do it, and don't let anybody stop you. You have to be determined, you have to be focused, you have to be, number one, dedicated to yourself, because if you're not dedicated to you, how can you help anybody? And I always stand on building safer communities, raise the bar and do it responsibly, and exemplify that. So I think these questions were awesome, and I thank you so much, Shari, for inviting me to the event, and also for these line of questions, because I needed to revisit this to, remind me where I came from. Again, Anna Palmer, happy birthday, and hi to everyone who is in the audience, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Peace.